Hello everybody, my name is Star Wars Boy, how are you? And welcome back to the channel for a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video, we continue the Hero Guide series with a Hero Guide on Finn. Before I start the video, I just want to tell you guys that only a small percentage of my viewers are actually subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. It helps out the channel and is completely free. Anyways, let's get started. Taking a look at his base stats, he has a base health of 600, which is on the lower end of most blaster characters. His health regen, however, is better at 200, which is better than most characters in the game. His weapon is, of course, his EL-16, which is actually an available weapon for the Assault class, although it does have different damage. The damage per hit is 45 to 52 to the body, and a massive 85 to 98 to the head. The damage per second is 216 from 187, and the rate of fire is 250. The drop-off damage is quite decent, coming in at 25 to 50. This weapon also has a zoom. However, when you do zoom in with his blaster, you cannot see your HUD or your health, so it's pretty dangerous to zoom in at times. Moving on to Finn's abilities, his first ability, which is by far his best, is called Deadeye and has a 15-second cooldown. Finn focuses and targets enemies in front of him, making sure every shot counts. The duration of this ability is 25 seconds. As for the pro, it auto hits enemies not even having to aim, has a much faster fire rate, and highly accurate shots. As for the cons, I'd honestly have to say none, but there is one. Sometimes this ability will lock on to a lot of infantry. However, sometimes this ability will lock on from reinforcement to reinforcement, draining its duration. However, other than that, this ability is pretty much perfect. His R1 ability is called Undercover Team and has a 15-second cooldown. Finn equips the Glee 44 and hides allies from radars, increasing their speed and revealing nearby enemies. The duration of this ability is 28 seconds. As for the pros, it increases the speed of not only you but your allies, making it easier to get into the fight or run away from it. It also reveals enemies, removing yourself from the minimap, which is a nice touch. The Glee 44 is honestly a really good pistol. People say that it's not, however, with some practice, I feel like it's really good. As for cons, I'd have to say none. This ability is really good with a faster cooldown than many people think of it. His final ability is called Big Deal and has a 18-second full cooldown. Finn grants himself and nearby allies extra health, damage reduction, weapon cooldown, and faster ability recharge. Wow, that's a lot. And the duration is 10 seconds. As for the pros, again, it grants health, has no overheat on your blasters, and has a faster ability recharge for everyone in the area. However, as for the cons, it does have a short duration. 10 seconds is a lot for this ability. However, it is a little bit less than I thought. Taking a look at his star cards, the first star card I'm going to recommend is No More Running. After 3 kills with Deadeye, its damage is increased from 5 damage to 12 damage. Again, 3 kills with Deadeye is ridiculously easy as the ability is freakishly overpowered, so increasing damage will be no problem. This one is pretty much a no-brainer to use. The next star card I'm going to recommend is the Stay Calm card. For every enemy Finn defeats while Deadeye is active, it will extend its duration from 15% to 40% with a maxed out star card. Now, this is one of the main reasons how people can get such large streaks with Finn and his Deadeye ability, mainly because of this star card, and it's a really good star card. It's like, again, most ability duration cards where the more kills you get, the extended the duration gets, and this card works perfectly. The final card I'm going to recommend is his Race to Do One Thing card. Finn's Deadeye has a longer lock-on radius. Now this goes from 10% to 25% with a maxed out star card. Again, this increases the lock-on radius and the range, which is really good for his card, making it able to kill more enemies. Moving on to his best maps, here are 3 maps that I personally do well with Finn on whenever I use him on these maps. The first map is Jakku. Not only is it a longer map, but it also is built better for him as having longer and skinnier map layouts. The second phase is really good as he can clear out large rooms and areas with that Deadeye, and the third phase is also pretty good for it as well. The second map I'm going to recommend is Geonosis. His blaster is really insane, and again, there are large sections of the map where people are able to camp within each other, and again, the Deadeye is going to clear out them really quickly. The final map I recommend is Camino, as again, it's a lot more close quarter than these 2 maps, making it easier to use Undercover Team and Big Deal. It's also, again, really good for his Deadeye ability. Again, these are 3 maps that I personally do well with him, but you can use them on any map. Now, going over some tips and tricks for Finn, the first is not to use him in Heroes vs Villains. Finn is meant for team game modes like Galactic Assault and Supremacy with infantry and reinforcements. In Heroes vs Villains, most people already choose lightsaber characters, so you're only really going to be affecting at least a blaster character. So using his 2 main team abilities are going to be wasted and they're not really going to have any effect. This is why Finn is made for Galactic Assault and Supremacy. The second tip is honestly not to full-on charge heroes by yourself. This will not work out as Finn doesn't really have any offensive abilities that go through blocks. Finn is best with a big team that he can boost and give different perks to. That way, it's going to be a lot easier to get kill streaks and take on heroes. So that is going to be it for this hero guide, guys. I've actually had a lot of fun playing as Finn recently, mainly because he's a lot better than people say. At his launch, he was pretty garbage, but then he became a really good hero. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We recently hit 300 subscribers, which is pretty cool, so thank you guys so much for that. Also, I have a Discord server, and the link will be in the description. If the link for some reason expires, there's also a link in the channel banner with my Twitter and my PlayStation. If you did enjoy, again, leave a like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye, and may the force be with you always.